on its attack. I don't know if I like this Sky pick for Giant X here. I think it's going to be very difficult for them to get anything done in this head-to-head specifically.
I feel like I might be a bit biased there, but I don't mind it actually coming out. We have to see how it actually suits them. Does it work well? Happy as well to see Purpo on that Neon. Got to see it in action though. And we'll wait and kind of with bated breath see how NAVI look with this composition change, because we were left wanting more, right? NAVI weren't doing what we wanted in those previous games. I think they can happily say that themselves. They weren't achieving to the level they could. So this could be a big step up, I think, on paper. If you're looking at pound for pound where you put these teams, NAVI should be able to close out this series. This is one that you'd put in their favor. But Giant X, even historically, seem always good for a map. They'll nab one away, but unable to always close out. I mean, rolling my back just to that Icebox recently, they were fantastic on that, did lose out in the end, however. So one of those situations, there's certainly some threat to this, and a very patient pistol round.
Yeah, the strength behind Giant X's composition with the double initiator, the Sky and the Fade, is that re-clear ability. And they realized, hey, they're faking A. This flank is huge, and the turret's not going to spot them either.
No, it's massive.
Oh,
and stall,
oh my god.
The stall is great. They either have to go through it. I mean, Wingman's to be dealt with, surely. There's no chance on that. Angel just first man forwarding it, taking the space he can. It's Redguard to find Zipan, and there's the flank kicking in as well. They're taking the space by Mound. NAVI can only go forward here. There is no retreating anymore, and they're just being crunched down, pinched down. Giant X, perfect read in this. Loved the flank, loved the timing. They read it like an open book.
That push by Giant X actually saved me from looking silly, because I was going to say, NAVI, like the whole point of NAVI going so slow there was because they knew we're against Fade and Sky. They have Haunt, they have Birds. They're going to re-clear something. We want them to use this info, the Haunt, the Flash.
Yep.
Get info that we're A, and then we get to go back to C. But it never came. Giant X was so patient on that site in that three-man stack that NAVI, they were just running low on time. By the time they re-cleared, boom, instantly going for the flank. NAVI, no options.
Oh, this is going to be tough for NAVI. Already going to be put on the back foot here. Coming into this round, we do see the Sheriff out for Angel and no one else really investing much, but of course, for Giant X, you're looking at those ult progressions as well. Can they farm it up for Tino? Sharp today. Nice little shot there towards Zipan. Easier targets, of course, but again, he'll be happy with that. Get that confidence building. I do still feel Giant X can be one of those confidence-based teams. They need some of that push in the right direction. Sometimes once they get it, they can look pretty deadly. But now NAVI have to kind of somewhat suffer through this. You're looking to try and take some of these rifles away. There's some prized possessions out, right? 3 Guardians, 1 Bulldog, and just that Ghost for Cloud. But again, very, very reserved with the utility investment. Nothing too early. Could be a pop flash here and the Horn in combination. Oh, do they get to walk up though? Cloud might be on the chopping block. No, really nicely handled. The Paranoia does come in. Might be in a bit of danger. No, they fight as 5 almost. It feels like beautifully handled there, Josh. They didn't look too threatened.
No, on this Andalusia Flawless for this round 2, getting that opening pick with the Guardian. I do wonder kind of what NAVI's intentions were there. You can't win every round.
No, of course.
So when you're on eco rounds, you have to have a specific goal. It's not necessarily to win the round, but you have to get something out of it. Whether it's the spike plant, you're getting towards orbs, you're damaging the enemy economy, something like that. Didn't look like they had really a cohesive plan there.
No, I feel as though Artis has been building towards his ult. I think he's made the furthest progression from the NAVI side. Yeah, 4 points gathered so far. A big ult, to be completely honest. So not
to be fair, he has a kill on 2 deaths. That's 3 right there.
Yeah. Cloud doesn't get... he got a little bit of chip damage. Okay, so Zipan and Angel both getting a little bit of chip. Spamming this out. You can already see the support is there. You've got the flash ready if needed as well. That's going to be with Hoodie and then Dorm. So this is where it gets quite tricky to hold on to. If someone wants to pressure, push, they get the means to do so. Paranoia on top of it, they're pushing this one. They could try and make this hurt, and they are. Giant X, really good form here, being proactive in these scenarios. Shao, Sugetsu, dealt with, handled, nearly flawless in this one. That was perfect.
That was. It actually was. We saw everything coming into form for Giant X there. They were waiting for all their utility to combo with the Sky Flash, the Paranoia, the Neon was stunning at the same time, and then they swing together. That was looking really good. And you know, you don't get to hear me say that too often.
That's it. That's a rare occurrence. Clip it, please. But you're right, though. That was very much everyone on the same page.
Good job.
Love to see them getting proactive, working off the back of the utility, and someone like NAVI, they pushed that money so early here.
And that was the bonus round for Giant X, so they're getting a really comfortable lead right now.
what's the plan for Navi? You can test the waters, right? You can kind of run through this a little bit more, maybe try and get the lay of the land, but this is a tough one to convert. Lots of stall here.
Okay.
There goes Wingman. Oh, that was not pretty from Cloud. Okay, a chance!
Okay.
A big chance for Zipan hitting shots like that. Brilliant connection back to back. He's given them masses of opportunity. You can see them trying to isolate Sugetsu potentially here, trying to check deep towards Rubble, maybe noting the chance that someone's there. Purpo starting to clear house. Redgar in unison, they've cleared the extremities a little. Now, it's the vast majority on the site. They haven't recovered weapons from this. So I'm looking, Angel, Xiao, Artist still finally picking up what was dropped, but maybe not the ideal situation to gather. Still got the turret and a stun, and that's it. Not sure when that smokes back up for Redgar. Patino clean with it. This guy's on today, and now on Angel in a 1v2. It was a 1v3. Oh! Angel! He'll take that every day of the week. The Red Bull clutch for him, saving Na'Vi from a disastrous beginning.
And I feel like there's got to be some sort of trend here where every time I start, you know, being very optimistic and giving a lot of credit to a team, the very next round, it's just like a disaster.
It happens. And I mean, up until this point, it was looking like Giant X were about to kind of convert this again. There it was, just lining up at the end there. Take that when you get them. Giant X were very much trying to lead the pace here. I don't know if they got any early contact on that. I think they were just playing behind the smoke and behind the door. So Purpo, so quick on rotations too, that Neon. The Flash not finding anything. Might give him a bit more freedom or loosen up a player to try and support over towards C or potentially B. Big info.
I think that was 2 players that he got spotted. So we see this heavy shift around. Giant X moving in.
And the smoke's up, so they're going to have to walk the smoke. Already stalled out by the utility from Killjoy, but Patino playing this right and falling off. Don't know if they have any ults to play retake with. They don't, but they've got the Paranoia, the stun. A couple of... Oh, and the spam!
Spike down, C.
Oh, dear. Need some help on this, because they might try and get back in. Yeah, here comes the flash. They're working off the back two. There's the Paranoia. It's going to force them away. They can't get the plant down. Are they going to pivot towards B? It looks like that's the case. The alarm bot just got broken as well, so they've got to know this is coming. Already Purpo's eyes are being drawn this side, but do they go all the way through potentially?
He gets Thrash off this plant as well. He might be able to use that to extend and get some space, but they're split off here. Why? One has blue, one has mid.
A little unnecessary on that. This could be big though, maybe Artis.
The reflank.
But it puts a lot of pressure on Xiao and Sugetsu to make sure that they can't just flood the site and take full control, right? They've got so many bodies they can throw at this. So Sugetsu going to be held back by the stun. I don't know if the Swank's going to come in time. Waiting to see if anything comes in. Something needs to do it. They've got to halfway. There's nothing there. What was the game plan?
Gotta go.
I don't know.
Go.
I don't think Na'Vi knew either.
They get the Thrash off the plant.
Yes.
They can use that to extend.
Yep.
Sugetsu already has blue door control.
Which is great.
We have the Brim and the Breach, both with middle control. Brim has a Molly still, so you can play that post-plant Molly. You can use the Thrash to extend and get some space, but it's 1-1. And then Artis was going for a reflank, so it was basically 1-1-1-1. And that's not the Na'Vi that we need to see. We need to see the Na'Vi that goes together.
That's the first red flag.
First of many.
Yes, there are. It's the first one that's really rather poignant, slapping you in the face. And Giant X are just pushing, man. They are making this one sting. That's going to be a lot of info. Going to set up Purpo. Beautiful! Could have even got some more, but the rest of Giant X are there. It is a team effort today. Sugetsu, yeah, nothing now. Hoodie's got to be close to that ult as well. Yeah, one away. All of those ults cycling in. Na'Vi might need to pump the brakes early here. I'm a bit worried that we're seeing them in this sort of situation early.
Yeah, they've got 5 ultimates stacked up now as well.
True.
The only round that they've won was that round in a 1 versus 3 on their eco, where we could arguably say Giant X dropped the ball on 2 occasions. 1, the opening kills that Zypin got, and then 2 was that 1 versus 3 to Angel's Odin.
Repeatable success, hard to look into, and it's those sort of factors, right?
Yep.
So give us a plan for these ults here. Na'Vi, this is, you know, you've got the full hand. You've got everything you need. You couldn't ask for more. Maybe missing out in 1, at least with the weaponry when it comes to Sugetsu, but you've got 4 with 4 rifles. And they chose to start this side. This was an active choice. Quick pressure. Good damage. Look at... Who is it? Zipan. Ouch. The lockdown. Gonna be coming in. Flash hoodie. Oh, that was a little ambitious, but I mean, Cloud's there and the lockdown's gone. So actually, Giant X get the net gain on this, holding on to the site control, stopping the push off the back. The pivot to B is not looking easy either. Fatinho's here, Purpo's here. They've got presence everywhere. NAVI are left with Blue Room. That's all they got. Cloud's patrolling. You can see him. You can see that shorty in hand too. He's ready for this. If they do come back in, Prowler.
Every person has an ultimate right now who's alive. There's 7 ults on the board.
Maybe one of them could be pretty valuable here. This is what they're opting to go for. Little look towards B. They've got the first couple of steps into the site. They're going to leave one player further away. That's going to be Artis. He needs to almost over-deliver here. Needs to be good for 2. He's completely tunnel-visioned, overwhelmed, surrounded. Nothing he could get out of it. Now Angel Dream being drawn back this way, trying to play away from that lockdown. Horn comes in, and the Nightfall, comes in. It's so simple for them. They have so many ults to bank on. Now Zipan, a 1v3 is what we're asking of you. With 19 HP, he took so much damage early on from that Odin. He's been left hemorrhaging as they get halfway already. It's done for. High, low, ults out. Giant X, they are not letting go of this grip.
This is really impressive from Giant X. They look completely reformed. Loving to see how they're rotating around on their defense side. It's not just like a matter of Navi making mistakes that Giant X is capitalizing on. They're in the right spots at the right time. They are doing stuff together. They're waiting for confirmation, communication. Hey, in the favor of Giant X, then it's going to go to Ascent. Navi's going to win that, and then they play the decider out. That's what it almost feels like is going to happen here.
Yeah, I'm with you. And I don't mind it because Haven's third. I'm down for it, don't get me wrong. But Giant X get to flex a little, build the confidence here potentially. At 6-1, you're certainly feeling that. Yeah, they invested their ults, but not a problem for me. And look at this reposition. Yeah, Prowler.
But
They're there.
So many ults, like this Breach ultimate can completely disable Purpo. They just need to get that information.
But I quite like this switch up as well, that they've now got kind of Fatinho playing a little bit deeper towards A, maybe trying to avoid any of those potential ults, still having the utility in position. Hoodie playing over towards the C site, just with the flashes with Seekers. He's still got his dog. There's the ult towards B. That will catch at least Purpo. Now, considering he was stunned apparently, he got away pretty easy. And now 3 clear. Cloud takes a step back forward. No flash to set it in motion. And NAVI starting to clear up here. This is a lot on the line. Actually, ooh, those Seekers, I thought they could have maybe connected then. But actually, all good. Okay, so using one of those ults, pivoting into B, job done.
It was a job well done.
Yep.
I like the start from Giant X, the opening, they clear C mound, they open the door, they're clearing B. Oh, yeah, get confirmation. Navi had a really good counterplay with that Breach Rolling Thunder coming in from the side. It affected everyone on the site. That Grim's able to call down multiple smokes all at the same time. They go in together and fight this through. But notice how Artis already is at 3 ulti or points. He just used that Breach ultimate in that last round to initiate that fight. He's almost halfway through to his ult again, and he still has 3 teammates that have had their ults for multiple rounds.
Well, speaking of, Angel.
There we go.
Gonna go for it this time. B looking like the vulnerability, and they've got the go
multi-hit.
signal. This is everything. And it's a 1-point trade. I felt like they could have doubled down on that, done even better, and now they're being held back on the other side. They can't capitalize it, and you're right, it is far too late.
Thanks, Wings.
Missed opportunity there. Yeah, they get the fish ult back, but it's still a 3v4, very tricky. What do they have to re-clear? We still got Cloud's utility, and Hoodie still got a flash. They clear close with the Prowler. That one flash with Hoodie. Better to be on the money. There's the re-hit with the Thrash. Clears out towards Blue. Sees nothing, so might have caught a glimpse at the end, not sure. Flash goes in, but time is starting to tick here. NAVI have the time on their side, and they need to lean into it. And actually, with this, with the molly on top, it could be highly valuable. That should buy enough time, it feels like. This should be job done here. Giant X, I think, know that. Time to back away if you can. Yeah, get out of there. Very well converted after some real fumbles at the beginning.
Honestly, these rounds that Navi are picking up, it is kind of off the back of a disaster class type situation. They do fumble early on. Somehow they recover in the end. One time it's Angel getting a 1v3 to a lineup with the Odin. This time it's, I'm not exactly sure. It was kind of messy on this retake. But considering the fact that Navi had multiple people there, they saw them with the Thrash. They got at least one person detained. They had that Brim ultimate the whole time. They could have used that right behind Blue Room, right at the entrance of A lobby.
Lock 'em in.
And they could have ended up with 3 kills and lost nobody. Instead, they go 1 for 2.
Yep. Now, starting to see the pendulum swing though. Navi don't have as many ults now to bank on, of course. Just Zipan's left here. Be Coutinho. 4 to clear, 4 to handle. Oh!
Sheesh.
Told you he was sharp today. Well, there goes the ult. And there goes Zipan. Prowler noting Sugetsu. Starting to get a good read of maybe what Na'Vi are up to here. Maybe expecting that later approach towards B. Seeming to be the salve for Na'Vi's woes going towards that B side. But as it stands, Na'Vi just kind of going back into a very spread approach. That's one spotted.
This guy's got the cross.
Be a little paranoid about B, but he can focus on this.
Yeah, turret's got B.
He's even got Redgar on top in case they need additional help. Now, there is the Dizzy and everything. Oh, this is nice. That was a really good attempt there to try and close down here. Dizzy does get dealt with, and so does Angel. A quick turn, a quick glance. He could have had faith in Redgar on the turret there. He could have focused towards Blue, but the trade's going back and forth, but it is Artist still alive. A 1v2. A man so capable of these things, but he's got a lot of work in front of him, and only 20 seconds. Prowler sees in play, trying to disrespect it. Oh, it was a valid attempt to try and get that 1v1. Not gonna happen now. The Seas comes out, Cloud in control, looking calm and composed. And Giant kind of picked back up.
The only reason why I could think that maybe Giant was confused about could they sneak in front B there was because the Killjoy was positioned here. I wonder if it was
out of range, maybe?
Out of range, but that's the only thing that could really make any sense to me about why there was that sort of
A
confusion.
little bit of doubt, right? It was just that kind of look back. But they keep control in the end. They kind of stop any sort of rebuild from Na'Vi, who, as said, had that one-off round when that Angel had that 1v3, and it's been 3 offs to the back of that, and then now 2. But still, 7-3. This could close up the scoreboard here. Dizzy gonna force away Coutinho. Purpo with a quick rotation. It looks quite similar to last round. Now, Sugetsu, I think, has gone unnoticed.
This is gonna be huge.
Massive.
Opening.
Yeah, that's an issue now. They were kind of almost gamble stacking the third body towards C. Now they have to give some sort of credit to this pick coming in.
The rotation's actually splitting Giant X up here. They've been rotating so well all game, but now it's kind of one of these things where we're seeing 2 people playing towards C, including the Killjoy with all the utility. Omen's on B alone, and then just 1 on A. They have to play for the retakes here.
Chance there.
Whoa.
Redgar. Okay, well, he's bought time, I don't know. It's and they're just going in 1 by 1. Na'Vi will lap this up. They'll love a bit of that. Couldn't quite get on the same page there.
Spike planted.
And Coutinho found. 1v4. Got that slow creep from Sugetsu as well. I don't think Coutinho's be able to get away with this.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, Sugetsu's going to try and find him. But, I mean, Na'Vi have found some safety here, Josh. They've got themselves a couple of rounds now to play with.
Timing. That's so sad.
That's unlucky.
But yeah, I mean, this is where, okay, so where we saw Giant X towards the beginning of this game, the first 6 rounds, and we're giving them all these props and praise, the game plan, look at how they use the utility, how they're fighting together, all these things. That looks good. But this last round that we just saw was so reminiscent of what we saw earlier this week when they played. This is when they have no plan. They're going out 1 by 1. They're just bleeding out. That's all that round was, bleeding out.
I'm not going to say I forgive Redgar, but if you even saw then just even Hoodie and Purpo able to get on the same page, that could have been a different fight. But as you said, it was so 1 by 1.
Yeah, it's hard for us sitting here looking in to know whose fault that was. Maybe Redgar was saying, guys, come. I'm going to flash, we're going to run through and we're going to fight together. And they were slow to like react and move. Maybe it was that they're like, hey, we're coming, don't go yet. And then he goes out. We don't know without the context of the communication. All we can see is what happened, and what happened was not good enough.
No, you're right. Now we're looking at the ults online here. Angel's got his back and ready to go. And they're looking like they want to try and fall towards Sugetsu. Now, there is support this time. Last time, we saw Giant X overwhelm. The flash was good. It forced them away, but Zipan with a fair fight, but he loses it. Purpo going to carry on forward. The timing, good enough. Hoodie keeping those scales tilting in their favor. Angel and Xiao now. The problem is where the spike is. Oh, Xiao. 2 kills so far. Going to make it up to 3. Angel needs a 1v2 here.
That flank coming in again.
I got the spike.
Okay, he's got the spike back. And he's been found. Done. Fatino,
He tried to stop to get his wingman there.
feeling like he lost track of everything, really.
Anyways.
8-4. What do you make of it? Because, okay, let's kind of put it in context. If you missed the start of the game, if you're just tuning in, we were kind of talking about the composition choice.
Yeah.
Opting to start on the attacking side is 4 enough, and the way they got those 4, is it enough?
I don't think 4 is what they had in mind. Is it enough? It can have 7, maybe even 8 rounds on their attack side.
So the flip happens now. Oh dear, he's so clean. And Giant X just leave Navi in tatters. Artist has the world against him, and he can't handle it. You can't even blame him. There's so many bodies on the other side, and it's just Sugetsu. And this it looks like 9 all day. Plant there. Sugetsu a 1v4, only a classic. Hello. Not gonna get past first hurdle. Giant X, so well equipped.
They're moving together so well in some of these rounds where there is some sort of contact play, whether it was on their defense when they would push together through C long or when they would push through A together. They were so tight-knit together. But I can't stop to wonder why, if Navi wants to do an aggress on A main here, why is Artist not in the back with a stun ready for that entire line? That as soon as one of his teammates takes contact with either a jump spot or a jiggle or anything like that, boom, stun comes out, and then they triple peek. That could have been a one fight for Navi.
That's going to haunt them there, and you're right. It'd be nice to see some further intent behind it, really. If you're going to commit to those things, double down on it. Speaking of doubling down, Navi going for the gamble stack. Now, as it stands, Giant X carry on this way. There is no one waiting. It's an all-in from Navi. Just the Sheriff with Shout. Everyone else on Classics. Artist does have his util at least, so he can try and find some impact. Oh, well this... Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me the timing. Oh, this is heartbreak. Navi aren't going to be happy about this one. Just as they back away, the smoke comes in. They must have heard that. Surely they've heard it now, but what do? They've now had contact on both sides of the map. Coutinho putting his body on the line here, dealing with the turret, keeping 4 players drawn in. Just such a tantalizing prospect himself, apparently. Does get found, but they now need to commit towards A. It is only going to be Xiao, but he does have the Sheriff, and they do have the man advantage. Guardian's all here. Site is cleared. Plant should be in. No threat to that. Look at the post plant.
They're going back through main.
Spike planted.
This is a little risky, especially with that dizzy. I mean, Angel catches Purpo completely off guard with that dizzy. And now the plant becomes harder to defend, tricky to work with, and they're just gonna stick on this one. They gotta find a way to deny this. Angel ain't gonna be stopping. Oh, he finally goes down. They got it to halfway still. There's so many bodies to put to this.
These smokes last so long too.
Cloud gonna find Zipan. Finally, the stun's coming out. Sugetsu, he's got the defuse.
Oh my god.
Right under their noses. Navi will be grinning with that one. That's not an expected outcome, but they'll take it when they get it. Bloody hell.
Oh, Giant X is kicking themselves after that one. Such a good job to go towards C, keep them all occupied. Just Fatino is there, alone, keeping 4 people there.
Give that hug to
The Stop, pause.
Oh, we're too serious, you know what I mean? Gotta bring it back down to the ground. Oh, and it's rinse and repeat here. You saw a little bit on that first half. We're seeing here on the second, very proactive, over towards rubble, happy to brawl out on it. Of course, on the other side, it is the Sheriffs that they're coming in with a lesser purchase. But Navi pulling no punches, making sure they keep that control early and shifting away. You good?
Just relaxing for a second.
The brain rot has been really creeping in recently, man. It's been rough. High-low here. So if they do try and get any closer towards B, it's an execution waiting. Now, Fatino did get Sugetsu, so there's a high chance of a plant. And a 1v1 potential there. Plant's in. Okay, I mean, that is going to be Cloud's ult online. Okay, Hoodie, you got 4 HP. You shouldn't be doing any of this. And there's still a Horde with Cloud. There's still a, Prowler coming in. But it's Vandals, right? Any more is not good. Any more is actually very bad. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Why am I getting worried? Yeah, he's gone for it. Ult's in. He knows they're both there. Oh, but he overextends for a little bit. Maybe trying to play that together could have worked out, but Navi's so prepared. They get left in ruins. They're down to 2 alive. So Giant X will be happy that they've done so much damage in this sort of round, but still, Navi walk away with a round under their belt.
Hey, a round's a round. And I thought that Haunt could have been useful there in that situation. Surprised that that wasn't used. But scoreline getting a little bit closer. 9-6. The gap is closing. These were some good shots, though. This was a nice attempt. I thought with that Nightfall there, they could either double peek right away or use that Haunt or something. That Nightfall alone is going to stall them a little bit. No heavy shield for anybody on the side of Giant X.
Luckily, no Outlaw to punish it, but
No
still.
Outlaw, yeah, that's true.
I mean, I'd hate to see that coming out for them. That'd be so difficult, but a very all-in. That's a 5-man approach. They're just, and Sugetsu reading it right, just going to back away. He's not going to be able to take a 1v5, so just kind of fall off. Keep control of CT if you can, and allow Giant X to get that plant in.
All right, playing the post plant from Mound. Full abilities on multiple members of NAVI. They have the wingman for the defuse. Stun, aftershock, flashes.
Lots of util.
Everything they need.
You couldn't ask for any more, really. But I don't want to see anyone die ahead of them, you know, using this util. Trying to, be methodical about it, be smart about it, use it in the right sort of way. So trying to clear through the site first. Is he going to go in? It's going to be Red Guard who's going to be trying to stick around. He does have his TP, so gets away. Navi now starting to get in control of the site. The double TP gets him up on the box, so he gets a little bit of vision. Now, denial on the first attempt of the defuse. And time is ticking. This is getting a little bit close here, and actually, Red Guard doing damage. Oh, this is cleared. And Giant X hold in the post plant. I am so surprised they were able to hold that. Getting that right in that situation was fantastic for them. I don't know how, considering the utility Na'Vi had. You thought that was on.
I think that idea was drawn up start to finish before they even called it. I think they knew exactly what they wanted to do. They wanted to go in. They knew Sugetsu was going to be alone. They knew he was going to have his mollies lined up towards the ramp. So they go in close right. They chase and push back into spawn. They get the plant. They reset. They leave the Omen in. The Omen's there. Makes a little bit of noise. Defensive smoke on the site. Here comes all Navi's retake utility. Boom. Omen's out. And then they just play the post plant. And Na'Vi has nothing for outside by the mound. They use it all just to get into the site.
And look, we'll bring it up when it happens, you know, when we see someone like Red Guard having a nightmare of a performance, but right now he's having a very good game. And I feel like Giant X are calling very well. Their mid-routing looks good so far. Obviously, it'll be a little bit clearer once we see it get into the thick of things on this half, but still, want to give him credit on that front. And, well, Purpo's right in on the side. Again, a passive hold from Sugetsu. Sitting a little bit deeper because of what we're seeing on the other side. Look at that push up from C. That 3-man hunting squad has been identified. Patino's going to hear it. Does he reflank? Does he go back by door? His choice.
The door is open, but the Killjoy turret's up there. They might know about that.
Oh, the timing because of the ult. Patino gets to get real close.
They know. They have an idea.
They're thinking about it. They're definitely thinking about it. But time. Na'Vi are going to start running low on time here. Yeah, the flank's slowly but surely coming, but Na'Vi are running this real late. Patino's probably going to not even see the end of the round. Finally gets to pull the trigger. Shows his hand, but overextends a touch in my book. Could have maybe played that just to be a nuisance, be a threat on the side, but maybe worried. Red Guard, though, again, safe pair of hands, readdressing that approach. Wingman on the spike, they do need to deal with this one. Oh dear, this is now a problem. This plant is for him, but he falls.
He got the Wingman, though.
Oh, look at the time! Look at the time! Oh, Navi, you are holding on by the seams of your pants. How are they up to 7 here? That was so close. This flank, I just wish Patino paused for a second. He knew he'd drawn them. He knew they had done so much work there. Maybe wanted to just be as valuable as possible. I get it, but
yeah, you're right. He could have waited a little bit, let the enemy get on the spike, start the defuse. Yeah,
Gibson.
True, though.
Okay. I mean, the gods are on Navi's side today, apparently. We've seen it before, some luck here and there, but that one, that was real close. And now, I mean, Giant X are going to be suffering, right? Their money's going to be in the bin. Purpo's still got a rifle, and he's been headstrong on these approaches to sites. He's been taking that space, doing well for him. They've got what they need, but not full control. We're looking to see if maybe Fatino can catch a player on rotation.
They're shift walking. They're not even going for the plant right away. They're actually going to go for a pinch on B through waterfall.
Oh, because of the paranoia. Maybe trying to catch Shao.
There you
They're
go.
forcing them back into Fatino, and now they can try and chase him through connector. This is a really nice plan. Forcing Zipan to invest the ult as well. This is still pretty good. I mean, Redgar just got 2.
4 HP.
Spike down
Redgar,
B.
this is it. This is your moment. Time to shine, baby. Show us what you got. 45 HP, 50 seconds, and Shao 4 HP on the other side. But out of all the players, Shao can be so cold. He got 3 this round already. He's starting to read the timing. He's starting to consider where the hell has Redgar gone. Has he guessed right? Now Redgar gets to take a step closer. Missing each other slightly, but the
30 seconds left.
swing around. This is nice from Shao around the world. Maybe giving Redgar just enough room to make an issue for himself. Doesn't make noise. It's all about timing now. Now he steps, and Shao has played this so perfectly, but his HP is so dangerous. Oh my god.
Oh, he goes. He can
Oh
TP
my
top
God.
side as well and get the
10
plant
seconds
insta.
left.
Big man. Oh dear.
Time.
There's nothing you can do. I think he's out of time unless he tries to tank it. He can't do anything. Shao has just galaxy brained him out of that one. Went all the way around the world, playing the clock perfectly, allowing Redgar to feel he had this freedom, and he had the ult.
To be fair, I mean, the 1 versus 1 by both players were played pretty well.
Pretty well. Yeah,
Pretty well.
absolutely.
That was an eco round for Giant X.
Yes.
They did that with Sheriffs, with maybe a Stinger, 1 Vandal purchased, and they were able to kill 4 players, destroy the shields of the 5th player,
Yeah, and get
also
2 ults.
get ults out. Yep.
Redgar, he's having
10
a game.
seconds left.
Oh, this is nuts. Look at it. Okay, 10-8. The scoreline closing in again. Ult starting to hit for Giant X, so they're still stuck on that 10 round. What is their solution? Close isn't good enough, though, right? These rounds have been close. They've been winning those silver lining moments. They need a round on the board because NAVI getting a little hot on the heels here.
They're trying to bait out a trap at C, and also disarm at B, the Killjoy trap. Here comes a little bit of a fake at B.
Almost traded out there, but Fatino's drawn his blood. He's done well. He's got his this round. He's taken away Angel. And it makes it so difficult to NAVI. Where do they go now? Do they try and just play together, kind of 2-2? Or do they try and continue this hold? Everyone kind of congregating back towards that C side of the map. Quick little hill, get Fatino feeling good. Still got his lockdown, still got Neon's ult, still got the Seekers. So many options. Seeker's going to be pretty good on this, followed by the Flash as well. Counter lockdown in, but Purpo's there. But he better win this fight because that lockdown is ticking. Purpo has found Sugetsu, but now it's Shao in the case. They've got to respect this one. The lockdown is in, and it might just catch. Did it get anyone on that side? No, they all got away from it, and the re-hit. So almost kind of drawing away from each other to re-aggress again with less utility. Still with the dog there. Ult now coming in off the back of Artis. This time they've got to commit to it. Purpo greets it with a smile, takes down Shao. You're going to hear that ult coming out from, I think, Purpo here, trying to get in the back lines. 10 seconds now. Zipan, he can't get away with a 1v2. Giant X just about squeaking past. These rounds are heating up.
That round was like a schoolyard fight where someone like gets hit accidentally or something in a certain way and they get hurt and they're like, wait, pause, and then they just completely reset and they're like, okay, let's go again.
Yeah, it was that kind of like gentleman's agreement almost.
Yeah.
Just like, hold on. All right, we're coming back. Woof. But you've got to say this half still, even by hook or by crook, it doesn't matter how they got there, still has been determined by NAVI. They've closed this scoreline pretty well. But NAVI deciding it's time to just take a second because, I mean, their money's not...
That Sugetsu's alone a lot of the time.
Yeah.
They don't even care. They don't go to clear the site. They just run in. And they run into spawn, basically. They just run at Sugetsu.
I'm seeing where they're pinging. I want to see if that's where they're heading. It's going to be Shao then with 5 against him, maybe? Maybe starting to read into the aggression over towards Rubble and trying to just cut through. Not sure. Let's see. Again, the buy here for NAVI is going to be lacking in quite a few areas. And this little bit of a potential off the back of it. No one got caught too deep, so they're able to get back around the corner. But an early tester for Giant X.
That's both attacker smokes used right then. I don't think we're going to see another smoke for another at least 15, 20 seconds right now.
Yeah, I want to know how long's left on that. I guess they have Purpo's wall to kind of maybe apply some pressure, but thank you,
No, they just
observers.
used that already, yeah.
There's one smoke back up for Redgar. But again, this will cause a pause in the game, basically, because, you know, as you said, they invested 2 very early on.
I'm just concerned that Giant X is about to play themselves by playing it too slow right now. They used a lot of utility. They didn't use like too much. They baited out a lot from NAVI on that little pump, and they only sacrificed their rechargeables for the most part.
Is the smoke coming in now? Next one's up in 2 seconds. Paranoia towards kind of tree, kind of backside,
left.
looks like. That's cleared through. Zipan had a chance. It's actually going to be connected in the end. Redgar's gone down. Don't know if he got that second smoke in. I don't think he did. So now there's problems. Pain Shell going to go through. Cloud should be able to get the plant here. He does. No threat to him. And Giant X leaning a little closer towards CT. Turns the flash, but Dizzy, what are you meant to do? Now he's going to be... Oh!
Gotta use Nightfall. You gotta use it.
Surely. You're feeling this strain. You're feeling the pressure. Apparently not. Apparently Giant X don't think it's necessary, and now they've lost out on the chance for it. Hoodie and Papo, it's mostly Hoodie they're holding on. And there, in the end, it's going to be Papo to get across the line, but that was around with so little. That was Sheriff's bits and pieces, a stinger or two, and it still got damn close, but it's 12 now for Giant X.
All of the ecos all game, both sides have been taking it really to the end of the line. Like right here, it could have gone either way. That lineup from Hoodie on those 2 players, that was an advantage for NAVI for a brief moment, but right here, that was where the tides changed. I thought for sure that Nightfall was going to be expended on Heaven, maybe stabilize there a little bit. You have players up there, anywhere really. But now they get to keep it for this round.
Yeah, I guess, and there's still a buy here for NAVI. The purse strings are certainly being pulled at this point, considering they've Guardians out for Ardis, bits and bobs missing here and there.
Whenever Giant X hits C, they always path up through this lane. I'm surprised that we haven't seen any mollies placed on that lane yet. It's always in the same spot towards that ramp, the elbow part of the site. They're never there. Here comes the rotation back to from Giant X, though.
This isn't the first time that Navi's played this, so there should be utility to clear it. And now seeing the Pain Shell as well, they've got to know there's more here, but Purpo's still fallen. Nice follow-up from Angel, holding the choke point well. And now Giant X left with 3, Redgar, Cloud, and Hoodie. Still 2 flashes, still kit to be played in, so it's certainly not without threat, but the numbers so good for Na'Vi. You've got to be imagining 9 here.
I think Giant X just needs to work the next 30, 40 seconds looking for an opening pick, not even necessarily forcing the execute onto the site or trying to get the spike planted. They just need to get an opening.
Yeah, a couple of question marks being made, though, with the door being opened, the smoke coming in. They've been able to close in. Hoodie again. Getting close. Na'Vi none the wiser. They don't know. They don't know about how far they got, but Xiao's been holding the angle. The flash was good. Overwhelmed in the end. The numbers trading very well here, and Cloud copping a whole load of damage. 20 HP is not enough to really do this with, and I mean, I'll eat my hat if he does. Don't have a hat, but still, doesn't matter. He doesn't have his life. Angel got it in the end. That's 9 now for Na'Vi. Can they keep going?
Empty threats. Don't even have a hat.
I can buy one.
Okay.
They pay me enough for that. I can afford 1 singular hat. Thank you. That's about it. That was a real close-up on Angel. Thank you, cameraman.
It was a good counter setup, though. Yep. The nade ready. Angel taking contact. As soon as Angel sees them, here comes the nade. They double peek together.
And I'm seeing these offs starting to come back in for Na'Vi, so they have a couple of options. They still got, you know, the fish op for Angel there. You've got Showstopper for Zipan. The Nightfall has been left with Cloud for some time, and we see 2 rifles kept in hand for Giant X. One with Purpo and one with Hoodie. And the early attempt just seems, you know, test all the extremities, show a little bit of presence, see what we can get. Last time they did this, they had this wonderful crunch kind of towards that BC connect. Ardis, even he's a little stun locked by that one. But does get Fitinho. Oh! Fitty is on form today, can't say it enough. He is hitting like a damn truck here. Surely not again, he looked close to that, but luckily, well, I'd say who flashed him off there? That might have been a little unfortunate for him to get to. Makes a mad go of it. This is falling to pieces. Xiao and Angel, the last 2 hopes, and they seem none the wiser as to what the plan is. Angel's still over towards B. This is falling apart right in front of their eyes. There's that Nightfall.
They use this as a fake as well. It scanned nobody, though. They still choose to go to B, even though nobody was in A site, because they knew the rotation came A.
And they stopped her.
He's got the info. Do they have anything else? Okay, they still got the Dizzy, the Wingman, Mosh,
30
Molly.
seconds left.
2 on 4, though, and everyone's got a gun from GX.
And no chance off the back of Dizzy either. And seized, slowed down. It then falls onto the shoulders of Xiao.
Smoke's down.
This is so uphill. especially with the angles, you're going to have kind of high-low setups. You still got Cloud to clear on a dirty angle, being kept safe by the smoke as well. Purpo, how are you meant to clear this? One right, one left. He didn't even get past Purpo. It's done for Giant X with a great display here, 13-9.
I think Giant X has done a really good job of showing us what they've got and kind of where they're going, the trajectory they're on. I think if NAVI lose here, it's unacceptable. It really is. It's nothing short of unacceptable.
Yeah,
They need to post up a win.
I think if we're going to look at NAVI still as a team that goes to internationals, you're right. We have to hold them to that standard. It's only fair. Cam's looking a little different. Ardis looking a whole lot like Cloud, but still, all good. Get that fixed up for you as soon as. For now, Giant X on that attacking side, of course, NAVI on the defending side. Giant X going right up middle, looking for a challenge potentially on Ardis. Flash did go in, and the first fight found on towards Xiao, but still, right up middle there. They're not stopping anytime soon. Yeah, and they've got the smoke there to cover them off. They can pinch towards the A site. Angel needed to bail them out here. They're being surrounded. The only benefit here is that Sugetsu's a little bit safe. I mean, a little bit, right? A real little bit, because there's a whole lot of players there. He couldn't outstand that, and some really unorthodox approaches from Giant X inside these rounds, and I really like what we're seeing. It's well-crafted, it's creative. So they have to get past the rest of the storm here, which is going to be Ardis, Xiao, and Zipan trying to find value, but what do they have to play in with? A flash with Zipan, and that's it, really. It's better be a damn good flash. There it is. Hoodie's already taken down Ardis. Looking like Raps here. There's the knife coming back through, but still they're just standing tall. Giant X with a, as I said, very creative but well-considered pistol there.
I think it's not just the first time that we've seen this as well from Giant X. We saw a lot of it on Lotus as well. Some of their drawn-out plays, whether it be pistol round strats, whether it be some of their gun round strats, or even ulti-based plays. We're seeing a lot of that innovation, and I wonder if maybe that is something indicative of where they're at as players, that when they have this really well drawn out plan, they're really good at it. They can execute that. But when things don't go exactly their way, that's when things get a little bit weird.
Ardis, that's no outlaw. But we saw what he did before. Roll your mind back. Do you remember when he got those mad shots there?
I think he got 3, yeah. But that was against the Eco, okay? He was on, they won pistol.
Fair. Look, I see Ardis, I see Ascent. I'm always on his side. I can't help it. They're actually taking a good amount of mid-space here. This could get a little tricky for Giant X. Got to be careful with how they try and path through this. Had a glance towards that B site. Leaning further away now. And, well, Outlaw against Marshall.
That connected.
Oh, it did.
He took 25 damage. That could have been the Ghost, though. That's exactly the damage the Ghost does, right?
You tell me, mate. I'm a play-by-play caster. I just say the words loudly. You think I can do math? Wild. Big knife.
4.
That's pretty much as telling as you can get. And Giant X is going to be kind of bullishly going into this. Taking fights, taking steps. Purpo, wait on the flash. Nice. Really nice. The only unexpected element was Xiao. Gets cleared. Purpo on the tear now.
30 seconds left.
3 this round for him. Angel. Bye-bye. And Sugetsu is over towards Cat, so maybe already looking to try and catch one on the way out here, do what he can maybe, but there's no good options when you're up against this. This position's been... Oh!
2 tapped.
Oh! Always looks so good, doesn't it? Nasty.
With the classic, it's satisfying.
Yeah.
It's just like, you never know what you're gonna get with it. Sometimes you just right-click burst across the map. Sometimes you're right in their face and nothing.
Any more? They get one more. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think they're already. I can't quite remember what Giant X came in with, but they might have actually lost a rifle off this. I'm trying to remember. And Sugetsu gonna just opt probably to try and catch one on the heels as best he can. Nah, no more. Off to the spike we go. And I want to remember what they came in with. Do you remember if they came with only 3 or if they had another Guardian, perhaps?
On Giant X, I know that they had a Ghost, an Outlaw. I don't 100% remember.
No, but still. I mean, taken down 2, but overall, if you're looking at just holistically a confidence boost around for Purpo, who's doing real nice for himself here.
Good job, guys. Good job.
XQC looking calm.
Stop.
What? Would you not say you are a juicer?
Yes, this should.
Use the stream symphony in Overwatch.
feels like, you know, when people are like clinging to their like, I went to high school with him.
Hey, I'm not saying like, oh, I used to be a varsity sports athlete or something like that.
John. I don't know. You brought up my
peaked in
fanatic bias.
college.
You brought up my fanatic bias. I got to pay you back some way.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I was been, you know, I've been seething away on that for like the last 2 days. As it stands, though, we are into the bonus for Giant X. So a whole lot of Guardians still out. 2 Vandals and that Outlaw for Purpo. On the other side, Odin's back into play. So Mitch will be happy. That's nice. In the hands of Angel. Similar look here, at least with that walk up middle. This time with the Owl drone to add on top.
It's a bonus round. They're using this as fake pressure. They're going to actually go up Cat into a Cat split. Let Hoodie come in late, control the rotations.
Yeah,
but Navi hasn't moved.
And they've got 2 players posted on this one. One tree, one close. Artis has to turn the flash. He's fine and stalled out. This is good. This is nice from Navi. And a good amount of
30
time.
seconds left.
I'm surprised that they're just pumping back towards B, but they're going to hit A again here. And the rotation's coming. Zip's
Artis, the timing. He's done really well to find 2 there. It looked a little bit fraught, a little bit messy, but he does get away with 2 kills and at least tease them up for the next couple of steps here. 13 seconds. That's not good enough, Shao. Overwhelmed, and now the site's looking open for the taking. Plants coming in completely uncontested. And the last 2 players pretty far away. Retaking without Odin could be difficult as well. So Getsu going for the Cat approach. Angel looking to spam out, see if he can clear. They seem very aware of this anyway, already playing away from help. 2 shock darts for him. Oh, he's just not getting play here. Nah, Redguard playing from a distance, keeping him arm's length. Bonus round is won. Giant X, I thought with Artis' work on Cat there, that kind of catching 2 up on short might have been enough. It wasn't.
I think this is where we're seeing a lot of things going wrong for Navi. In that situation, you're absolutely right. Artis is here, he gets 2. You'd think, hey, this is actually a winnable situation. But the problem is, they keep the same setup that they had the whole round, except Zipan is leaving Cat. He's leaving Artis' side to go rotate towards B. So they're not on the same page, and they're all trying to lock down so many different parts of the map. You can't control everything. Control what you can. Just focus on 2 or 3 spots, and then lock those down.
And now they're going to try and do it with far less shares. Light armor as well, so it's not completely without threat, but let's see what Giant X do on their approach now. Going in towards the site. At least test a little here. Can't where I don't know if he saw him above the smoke or just saw where it came from. Just
shot towards market, and then Angel's walking out the door.
Well, he's walking out of the round.
Knocking on Evan's door.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
I really have to change up my, like, you know, song vocab when I'm with someone who's above the age of 30. When normally I'm like trying to appeal to like Zoomers.
As you're wearing can I point it out?
No.
No?
No,
Okay.
not allowed.
Not allowed to?
No, it's like otherwise it's just like Billie Eilish and Chapel Roan, and that's it. You know what I mean? That's how I get the Zoomers in. But yeah, you're rolling back the years here. This is
exposing you.
Yeah. Look, I'm in my 30s as well. It's clear as day. That's all the info you're going to get. You can't get any more than that. That's everything you could dream of, and the chance. I thought that first one could have been on. It's not. Now it's looking shoddy. Seeing Purpo getting a little bit more confident, taking more like aggressive fights.
Spike planted.
Makes me worry, because you're already starting to see the money swell. You're looking at Redgar, 6K at this point. Cloud, 4.6. I mean, they're going from strength to strength here, and this is meant to be the stronghold for NAVI. I want to see a bit more damage. I want to see someone more than just Artis finding impact. I want to see a little bit more from the NAVI side. No one really giving him much play here. Already exiting through main. Chance, it was slim. 4 standing. It was Purpo who went down, but Giant X looked completely unfazed by anything NAVI are doing. I wouldn't be surprised to see an early timeout for NAVI. It's got to be after this round, if anything.
I wouldn't be surprised either, because they need to stop the rot. They need to be able to somehow bring this back. They're on defense side of Ascent. It's their map pick. It's the easier side. It's their comfortable agents. It's, you know, the map that they're known for. We need to see something coming out, and something coming soon. And if there's no timeout anytime soon, it's indicative of like what's going on. Like, what's the coaching situation? Who's in control of this team right now? Because it feels like nobody is.
That is a worrying prospect, isn't it? Now, looks like a flash in. Gonna force at least the first man away. That's gonna be Xiao.
Should cloud
Shot
burst
start.
middle.
And in we go. Looking at the spacing here, it's good. They follow him through. Xiao's in ball, but he actually gets away with daylight robbery. No one considering him. The reaggress through short. Still a chance here, but it's so minute for Purpo and Fatinho. They can't even clear sight here. The paranoia perfect. Purpo trying to close the gap, but it's already hardest to find Fatinho. Okay, that's one. One's not enough. NAVI finally get the players in the right place. They finally punish Giant X.
Yeah, I'm surprised Giant X had so many players turn around to shoot that dart instead of just focusing forwards. You need to have a protocol for it. Like if you're going out and you know that the Sova, they had to have assumed that the Sova was playing B. There's no other ifs, ands, or buts. There's no way around that. That recon coming out completely disrupted the plan. You can't turn your back to the enemies just to shoot a dart. Someone else in the backline needs to be able to break that and call, I got the dart, don't worry.
Artist trying to get the boys pumped up as well. You can hear it. Trying to lead them by example. See what he can do now. Operator in hand.
Hey, if there's anything I've noticed from the last map, it's as soon as you make a bad play, the next round you turn into gods. So I'm expecting Giant X's to clean this up, and Navi's gonna look really silly at some point in this round. That's my prediction. I don't know. I just go based on trends and what I saw last map.
Fair play. We do have the operators out for both players, though, on either side. So Purpo with one, Artist with the other. That'd be a nice little head-to-head if it does come in. But as it stands already, Navi taking space over towards B main, pushing.
Nice one.
Angel a little deeper. Stop.
Show me that lineup after.
Oh!
That was a good peek.
That's clean. And Purpo's been punishing over here as well. He did that to Artist before with, I think it was the Outlaw, but in we go. Happy to be the one to go forward. Waiting on his boys to then back him up here, the second to the third man in. They now know that there's one on the side. That's clear. That shout down. Oh, Purpo is hitting today. Looking right on the money. Angel's got no options here. None. All of those removed. That was big work from Purpo there.
Like I said, they turned
Looking
into
like
gods.
Yeah. Oh, that's a bitter pill to swallow for Navi.
5 HP, he's just gonna try to save his life. But he's getting hunted down. These guys smell blood. Like sharks in the water.
Don't think that the knife got him, so see if he can live. He's hearing him close in. It's a sinking feeling when you start hearing the steps. You're like, oh god.
They start chasing so early though. It's
okay. You don't want to lose that operator. That's an expensive tool to lose out on.
He's gonna shock himself.
He's dead. But the operator will come back in. A little bit of damage afterwards, but money wasn't a huge problem for Giant X.
No.
The scoreboard is getting an issue for Navi, so I'm waiting for the timeout. If I'm already hearing Artists trying to tell the boys to get excited, get pumped up. Thank you, observers. EVS observers, you treat us right today. Everyone's on the board. It's no timeout for Navi either, it looks like. They're just carrying on it.
One thing you would see with a lot of jet oppers there in a situation like that is they would pass the op to one of the people in the back, and then they would dash in with a rifle and get to work. But here, he's dashing in with the op, creating a little bit of space so his teammates can come out, and then he peeks after. He's still able to just flick around, snap to a target, and pick another one off in heaven.
I mean, seeing the progress of Purpo as well since kind of coming into this roster has been really fun to witness. A very talented young player. So seeing him here in a bit more of a comfort zone, in a comfort role, looks really good with him.
Standing ahead.
See what the game plan is going in now. Not a good buy for Navi, of course. We do have that one rifle on Angel. Not happy with that. But you're right. Bladestorm at least with Artis.
An Angel, of course, naturally, with the Vandal.
Hey, last time he doubted him, he did pretty good. So you know what?
Yeah, well,
maybe that's what it needs.
Maybe just give it to Sugetsu.
Oh, did the knife get Angel as... sorry,
yeah, I think so.
Artis as well? Yeah, it did. That's rough. So they know exactly what they're up to. That's 3 spotted. Hunter's Fury.
He's got the Vandal as well, and he's occupied.
Okay, it's okay. He gets saved by Xiao. He gets saved by Xiao. Navi being saved by Xiao in this moment. Redgar and Hoodie kind of playing him from main. They were the kind of 3-2 split. They were the 2 part of it. It's a near on impossible moment. Near on, because there's recovered rifles. There's they've still got paranoia. There's still smokes. Okay, Sugetsu's got an angle. Perfect. I mean, thank you, Xiao. Thank you, Xiao.
They got Navi smoke there.
Oh man, he doesn't even look happy about it. This.
That was pretty big.
I mean, Without that, you can imagine it, because again, we had Angel in the Hunter's Fury, so he was kind of removed from, you know, the next couple of seconds. Sight's probably open.
Yeah.
Starts firing no recovered weapons then.
Nice,
They
guys,
disarmed,
come on.
yeah, they completely disarmed them from believing there was anybody going to be in that smoke.
Yep. Okay, they're back on a buy here, Na'Vi. Can they string a round or two together? Just back on that operator. So much pressure on him early. Identifying where he is part of, it seems like, the plan. Find him as quick as they can.
That flash, yeah, I was going to say, they know he's there, they need to use a flash, or they need to avoid him.
Are they challenging? Oh my god, Purpo, you're feeling yourself here, but Zipan dives in head first. Straight off Cat, NAVI going for the crunch here. Just going in for a straight up brawl, and Redgar and Fatinho finding the players on the other side. Zagetsu tries to walk on the side of the cage, and it's all just gone. Oh, Pete Tong. Xiao, 1v3. You're gonna be spotted no matter where you go.
Watch them run.
Redgar just gonna make sure they've got safety on the back of the site as well. So they should be comfy here.
Shadows traveling.
Xiao's going for it.
Spike
I mean, he
planted.
got through before. He's got one now. He's got a second. Xiao is on this. He's absolutely on this. 2 rounds now he's given them. Out of the 3 that Na'Vi have, he has given them 2. Xiao, finally a smile from him. It looked like Giant X felt like they'd already won the round. And a stark reminder of who these players can be. Na'Vi, no slouches individually here in the Red Bull clutch. You get to watch it back from start to end. And it was a brawl in the beginning.
It was a big brawl, and this is the second 1 versus 3 that these guys have got in this series. Angel getting the first one on Lotus.
Spike planted.
In those situations at the start of the round, when you control that brawl, that 3 versus 3, you're not looking to end the round there. You're looking to go and take that fight, get whatever kills you can get to get your advantage, clear it out, and then you're supposed to reset. These guys kept going, kept going, kept going. It's like, stop at some point. Kept going. It's like, stop at some point.
No stop, only
No
forward.
stop, only go, yeah.
And Purple trying to get past Artist. The pace change here, they're going quick. Hunter's Fury being sent in. Will he consider Xiao again? The danger man himself. It looks like he's on for another. He is. Denies Purple a step forward towards the side. Redgar gets a great shot to get to, but Xiao still firing on all cylinders. Na'Vi now in the right place. Hoodie on the clear, but it's a 1v1. Angel against Cloud, and it's Cloud this time. Whew, we are getting some high-octane rounds between these two. Giant X just looked like they just shifted gear there.
Yeah, I mean, they sent basically just one player up Cat alone. That was Purpo going for that Cat split. They had the Hunter's Fury behind it as well. Ults going off left, right, center. Players flooding out every single hole. Heaven, door, everywhere.
Okay.
Well, what more can you do?
Yeah. Not enough to have full faith in either side here, because it got rocky, right? We've seen Na'Vi find a little bit of new lease of life in the last couple of rounds, but...
The start is going to go and scan. Okay, Artist is backing off already towards Market. He knows that the start lands here. He's going to regress.
He's going for it. He's going, yeah, he's doubling down. Oh, and he gets a freebie on Purpo, but it's traded. Cloud doesn't let that slip too far away. A 1-for-1 trade out.
I think he meant to dash away, but the knife landed just as he got that kill, and he was unable to do it.
Stuck, forced to commit. What do they do now? How much util do they still have left for Giant X? Quite a bit. Waiting for Clouds to cycle back on, so that's about 10 seconds for his, but he's found some real spacing here, because Na'Vi are opting to re-clear middle.
It's just the Jets down for both teams. Angel, don't get caught in the open again, man.
Oh, bloody hell. TP.
That was for info at A main. He sees it's not there. Here comes the rotation.
Paranoia is good.
He's got dart.
He's not anymore.
Not anymore.
But was that Paranoia? That was so good. That was so damn good. Again, Xiao. Just a hero in these moments for Na'Vi. Angel can just hold the back of the side, let the rest of the boys flood on in. Xiao is having so much impact in these last couple of rounds to keep Na'Vi within touching distance.
I can see why Navi is going for these early fights, early, aggression towards middle, trying to pick some players off, because it comes down to the talking point that I made before, which is that Giant X, when they have everything drawn up and they can execute everything perfectly, that's where they excel. And Navi, they lean more into their individual play. They leave things a little bit open-ended, and they have the individual skill to do it. They lack the discipline in some moments here and there. But this is a perfect example of it. Navi gets that opening, they take out Purpo, they reduce a little bit of abilities, Giant X needs to make a decision.
We are seeing just, Sheriffs and a hero battle with Purpo. Outside of that, the money's starting to get, I wouldn't say stable, but in a much better place for Na'Vi.
Revealing area.
There's pressure over this side. Lots of info coming out.
My eyes are
I'm
down.
gonna scan by that. At least 2.
Ardis up for the challenge. Holds over towards B main. Looks like a 3-2 split potentially. Again, you're looking to just kind of play in Purpo if you can. Still got Redguard with all his kit. Still got Fatinios as well, so they've got a couple of bits they can set in motion, but it's going to be tough. Already Zipan's watching towards this. They're aware that they've given up that mid space.
They're faking piss around strat here, where they actually won A, but now they're gonna use it and go B with it.
Yeah, you can see that Xiao trying to gap close a little bit, but it's hardest to take down Hoodie. Again, you're looking for when Purpo falls, if he falls, and he does. That's the Vandal gone, and Zipan clean. Down on 15 HP, that's fine. He's done his job here. Trying to toy with their expectations, but Na'Vi in control. And just last man alive now, Redguard. Sheriff in 40 seconds, and spam. Does he get anything? Nah, Ardis. Clean, sharp, Andalusia flawless, and another round in the right direction for Na'Vi. They're starting to close this scoreline. This round is what the timeout was for, though. What can they get done here?
You wanna see me show my age?
God, go on then.
Eggs, bacon, and spam. Spam, eggs, bacon, and spam.
Oh my God.
Was that just the OG Monty Python, or is it the...
Which way do you take it? Yeah, we are aging ourselves. Josh, please, they'll find out.
spam.
They'll find out I'm not one of them. Shush. Keep it to yourself.
All right, KO ulti, Bladestorm.
Yep. And the spam battle. Hello. But you're right. It looks like Na'Vi leaning back into these strengths, trying to find those early fights and take a brawl. Oh, this is... Hello. Bye-bye. Ponytail giving it away. And Purpo. Oh, how is he alive? Sugetsu tries to quickly look for another target, but actually there's support here. The rest of Na'Vi crunching in on this. We've seen it before. It's almost like they don't stop on these fights.
Where is everyone?
That's huge. There it is. Big info.
One more kill and he can Omen ulti as well.
It's just slowing down though. Angel.
No, Hoodie. Don't be a bad boy.
Hoodie. Hoodie. Oh,
Okay.
He wins it. Just disrespecting Angel there, walking on in.
They're so split though.
Where is
He can't
Redguard
plant
here?
yet. He can't plant yet. He needs Redguard to get closer.
Redguard, please. Did he get caught by the knife? I don't know if he did. I don't.
He had to have gotten caught by the knife,
Yeah,
but it
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
matter. There's only one place that this guy can be.
They seem
No.
confused,
Enemy remaining.
dazed, and now they're in
30
trouble.
seconds left.
Flashes there. It's Redguard up
down,
again. Zipan
B.
doesn't spot him on the first try. Smoke goes in. Paranoid does not land. He gets the spike back. Still one off from that ult. He'd have loved to have that now, but he doesn't get it. Zipan creeping closer. Redguard gets
planted.
Smoke
plant
and
in.
TP.
That's all he's got. Where does he gamble?
Oh, perfect.
He's taking a chance. He's taking a risk, and Redguard with a lovely reposition.
That's gnarly to have that in the 1 versus 1 late round. It's just, you don't know where they've gone. You know that they've done it. That's all you can know, though. Did they go boathouse? Did they go lane? Lane would have been a really risky play, though, right? If Zippin's up there, he just teleports right into the Zippin, instant loss. So that's a huge risk to take to go up there. I'm surprised that Zippin read
Opted
lane
for
instead
that.
of boathouse, which would have been, I think, the more common choice for an Omen player.
Ultimate cut off.
Yeah, you can see the frustration there a little bit as well with Angel. It's just like, it came down to a coin flip. An unfavorable one, but we go into the half at a 5-7. Giant X still in the lead, yes, but it is close between these two. No raid bosses made, just a couple of ghosts, a couple of bits and pieces. Let's see what Na'Vi look like on this attack.
Enemy mark.
It's going to be a cat split. That knife is a big tell. They used it to scan this area, close cat, realize that nobody's there. So they're going to think that they can go Fatino, spotting them, getting the nade off in the rotation on the way as well.
3 suppressed.
3. Caught on cat. See that trip? Just a bit deeper. I'd have to fully commit to this. Oh, it's causing pause for thought here. There's the pressure. Paranoia comes out and a little bit of a reclear, but you're right. But look who's waiting. Purpo's not really moved from this. You still have support from Hoodie. Sugetsu gets one in the end. Cloud goes down, but they now know the Giant X are hot on their heels. They've got to speed up the pace. Purpo just gets caught. Holding for the off angle, I don't know. Artist on the punish, and now Hoodie left. Oh,
okay.
Shao wasn't expecting it at all. Hoodie's given them a new lease of life. You still have Artist with that Sheriff. You still have Zipan alive. Can they work together? Can they hold this crossfire, create pressure? Yeah, he sticks around for that shot. Goes in for more. Zipan, it's all on Fatinho now. A 1v1 and Artist, 25 HP. Tag, no frag.
Both are one-shottable.
This is so dangerous. The timing, Artist has it. Looking like they can close the gap now. Bloody hell, that was tense. You can see it on Artist's face there as well. He is sweating bullets.
Everyone was tense up there. Me, you, them. I'm surprised. I need to see this back from Purpo's perspective. Why did he leave B main there? He had a 1v1 against Angel. He didn't know it. We know it because we can see. But that doesn't matter. The fact is, if he leaves B main, he's getting pinched from Market and B main at the same time. If he stays in B main, he only has to fight B main. So there's only one area he has to look at in that situation. I'm very surprised he left. That could have been a big give up to that round.
One suppressed.
Now, Na'Vi get to enjoy this. Looking at the buy, though, we are seeing quite a heavy investment behind it. Just Sugetsu down on the Sheriff, and that's it. Vandal in for Ardis, Guardian, 2 Bulldogs. On the other side, just the Frenzy and a Sheriff here. Oh, Purpo. Bye-bye. Just cleared so easy. Giant X hoping for the best and probably expecting the worst, but for Na'Vi, just going to be taking, hopefully, very careful steps throughout this.
Yeah, we've seen them time and time again, losing these types of rounds. In the last week, last 2 weeks, round 1, they win the pistol. Round 2, against an eco, just falls apart.
Right place for it. What value do they get? It's going to be late presence towards B main, which makes Hoodie's life harder. A chance made and just swept through. Nice work from Na'Vi, and no real problems in the end. Yeah, Shao goes down, but hopefully Sugetsu can pick up that rifle if needed. He does, so no real losses there overall.
All things considered, against the stack on the B site there, and some of the Giant X players even having the jump. The lane player had a jump, the B main player had the jump, as Navi's coming out of market there. So to only lose 1 player in that round, pretty clean.
Good stuff. I always wait with bated breath with Na'Vi. I don't want to get too excited when I start seeing them do the right things. It truly is the bare minimum, but we're like, oh, okay, maybe this is the one. So we see, I think, is there an upgrade in here? I see another Vandal coming out, so that could be a little bit of an upgrade. So that's going to be Sugetsu, and still obviously Ardis with his. On the other side, of course, Giant X with their first chance to get the real weaponry in hand. And the bonus round here for Na'Vi. And looking like they want to put a lot of pressure on this middle play. Purpo could be in a little bit of trouble.
In market?
Yeah, it is. And somehow Purpo still gets value, still finds Ardis. And they can't springboard fast enough to try and punish any of these players backing away here. Already the smoke comes out, already the stall's in play. Na'Vi looking for a little bit of a gear shift, pace change. Purpo's gone down, but Cloud on the trade. Still being held towards market. They haven't been able to work the... Shao, I mean, you've got to hope that someone's trading that. I mean, Zipan yet, next step in. And then it falls to the likes of Cloud, who's already down very low. His HP is probably the roughest part of this. Still has a dart, but he's cleared. Oh, no. This is nice from Na'Vi, step by step. Good unison. Aren't there. Fatinho stalls it out. Well, Redguard closing in as well.
Only got 1 on the knife, so they don't know where the second player is. This is going to give it away. One's planting, one's spamming. Paranoia still for Redguard and a smoke. He can smoke off one side of the boathouse, use the Paranoia to go in, combo with a flash from Fatinho, and they double swing.
Let's see it. There's the Paranoia. And Redguard, the first man in, just takes steps, walks it forward. Angel, a 1v2 is tricky, and look at his position, swinging together. Giant X taking no chances in that final moment there. Really robust, and managed to do what they need to. Still good damage on a bonus round, though, for Na'Vi.
That was good. They had a bonus round. I think Na'Vi did invest in a decent amount in the rifles in the second round, but they didn't lose too many shields on that round. So I think they're still going to be okay here. 4 buy. Expensive for Giant X, but I do like how they approached that retake. It was really, honestly perfect. They smoked off the right side of the boathouse. They used the Paranoia. They KO flash at the same time at lane, and then they paused. They waited, and that caused you saw NAVI was like looking the right way, and then they're like, wait, they're not in yet. Looks the wrong way, gets flanked. Well played.
Yeah, worked out very well for them. Even a well played from Josh Steele on this end. I can't believe it.
When you get those, you
know
better
that,
believe it.
yeah.
They're
They mean it.
authentic.
True. Crazy you've never said you like working with me. It's crazy.
It's not like Halloween, you know? You're just like giving it away, well played and
Yeah.
everything. Like,
Got it. Hard fought for candy. On the other side, we've got to see what's in mind here. Purpo.
trick or praise.
Easy. Oh, wait,
Okay.
wait, he didn't get caught by the paranoia? I thought that was on it. Apparently not. Now, Zipan will be able to get res, so it will only be that real pick on artist that gets transferred to later value. Cloud is...
Oh, yeah, there
my
you
God.
go.
Oh,
What?
oh. How did that happen?
How was he alive?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Hopefully we get that on the replay. Just watch it one more time because the HP is dreary. Look at the state of NAVI. Shambles. They're still standing and still with guns in hand. 18 HP on Sugetsu, 11 on Shout, 21 on Zipan.
This hat is going to give away all the information that they need. Paranoia and 2 KO flashes to move in. And all the players are so low for NAVI.
I wonder if Sugetsu can maybe find something from his position, maybe.
Where the body's at, both main.
Yeah, needs to either commit to that or just kind of write it off here. They got to get a move on though, because the time is ticking. But you're right, the HP being so low just allows for steps in. Hoodie completely disregarding it.
Okay.
Xiao gambled on something, didn't work out.
Not much you could do there if you're Navi. Maybe you could do something like a high-low setup, or it's just so risky to be in certain places. Behind the tall box, you get spammed,
Yeah.
1 bullet, you're dead. You stand on the box by Dragon, 1 bullet, you're dead. So you have to pick your off angles and your double peaks, your high-lows very specifically.
That's ridiculous.
Queda un enemigo.
Continue insane! Nice!
7-9 now.
That goes there.
So
This
NAVI,
goes here.
after losing 2, going to be left
That
dealing
goes
with
there.
whatever buy they can fashion. Ardis.
Oh, the counter spam.
That's so sick. And he's got his Blade Storm off that too.
Yep, and he gave the Guardian to Sugetsu.
What a guy. So good the camera stopped working. Truly looking like Jesus right now. What can we do though beyond that? You're looking at Purple. Again, this angle makes me a little nervous here that he's banking on this. Because it's just him.
It's fine, he's got an outlaw. These guys have light shields, all of them.
Spike down.
Zipan, look at this. Again, they're getting so much chip damage on him early on. This has been brutal. And how do they try and make him uncomfortable? You don't! Apparently Purpo is just ice cold with it down to the classic, but they don't know about how low Zipan is. And how is Purpo standing? He's got another! He's still going! Ardis trying to keep it up! Trying to go head to head here! We've got the anime fight coming in on Ardis! A stark reminder of who this man is, but a 1v1. Redgar on the other side. The knives are out. 35 HP for Ardis. Redgar, paranoia, smoke, and he's just pausing. He's letting Ardis sweat a little bit here. But this man, once upon a time, could do no wrong, but he's got to be clean with this, and he is! An ace for Ardis. Exceptional. Stepping up when Navi need him most. And a lovely round for him. Matt Purpo tried, though. Jesus, Purpo tried.
Yeah, no, that was actually a really good attempt on the site there. Pinging the box, knowing exactly where to line it up. Taking his time, lining up the shot before he pulls the trigger there. But yeah, this disrupted the hell out of that retake from Ginex.
If you're Purpo, you're sat there going like, boys, I've literally got 4.
Yeah.
Can one of you help?
And it came down to it did come down to the anime fight, right?
Bloody hell. Okay, Purpo made an attempt here, forced away very early. So Navi going through the protocol steps, trying to identify maybe where that operator could be if he was coming out to play. Glass cannon as well. Still got a buy here for Ginex. Navi. Got to be cautious about this one. Very important round scoreline-wise between the two.
Scanning ahead.
What are they gonna do with this dart? Scans if they're close, maybe if the Jet's out of position, but feel like not a lot of value from that. Okay, that's 2 attackers spotted towards B. That's the Jet and the KO. The KO flashed.
But seeing that, Fatinho is still leaning towards A. They're putting a lot of stock in the 2 players holding on that B site, and maybe just having a decent read on how Na'Vi like to approach, but...
Well, we saw the other round, Fatinho in this position was able to
30
throw flashes
seconds left.
over the heaven wall, and his teammates were able to fight with it with a defensive smoke in the middle of the site. I think we might see the same thing again here.
And they're in trouble, they're in so much danger. The split's coming in, and already the damage being done pretty heavily. Purpo, actually it's Redguard to succeed on 1, but now you got to see Purpo find his value, find his man. He's already got 1 down. He knows there's pressure coming in through by Tree. He knows that this is not going to be an easy fight here. He's still alive. This time, his teammates are there with him, though. Giant X hold together.
And you can tell that this is a designed setup for the defense by Giant X, because where are the Cypher trips located? There's nothing at middle. Fatinho is positioned himself towards that middle gate area, fast rotate to A or B. His teammates at B, if it's a B hit, they tuck in the boathouse, flashes come over, and he just supports them that way. If it's an A hit, he runs over to A, throws those flashes over heaven, and floods out of heaven with his teammates. The tripwire was positioned for Redgar on Cat to defend against that Cat split.
Guys.
Those sort of rounds compound the faith in the IGL, the cooling, everything you've prepared for. Makes you feel like you've got the right reads in this. And this is all in. Artist, hero in this one. The rest, Sheriffs. And oh, Fatinho just found Artist.
It's not a good opener for Na'Vi here.
No,
not when they're trailing.
And that rifle is nowhere to be picked up. And look at Purpo's position. Got to be careful. If he overextends, could have been vulnerable. He's not. He's got his man. Backs away. Doesn't need to go too far here. Na'Vi's reposition, fully noted.
He's taking the angle again at B.
He's shutting the door on them, really, isn't he?
Oh. It looked close from
Yeah,
Purpo's
it
POV.
did.
It was probably far away, but
Here.
Felt a little unnerving. You can see Na'Vi just trying to maybe work a pick, see if they can maybe pick up the Vandal loss, which I think they've got in the hands of Sugetsu now. That was the one that Artist couldn't bring much further with. But they've lost that A main control. It means that Redguard gets to be a real nuisance.
it'd be so poetic if Na'Vi, if this is the round Na'Vi wins now, though.
Knowing Na'Vi, it could be. But now with the ult, it's going to make it very difficult. They didn't have much to work with in the first place, but even without the, you know, the knife,
left.
the smoke, very, very tricky. Oh God. Oh.
Can't cancel it now.
No, you better commit. That does spur on Na'Vi, but there were bodies here. There were players behind this. They had people in the right place.
There has to be a timeout for Na'Vi. If they've got any left, I'm pretty sure they have
I think they
at
do.
least one, if not, yeah.
If not both.
If
I
not
don't
both.
remember their timeout.
I remember we were talking about on round 4 or 5, hey, maybe it's a good time for Na'Vi to do it because they're down so many rounds, and they didn't. But here it comes. It's getting to the point where it's getting a little bit spooky for Na'Vi. They're down by trailing by 3 on their map pick. Their arguably best map, otherwise why pick it? On the second map of BO3 when they've lost the first map already. This is, keep saying that if
Until
they
we see
can't
it.
convert this game right here. This is a big kind of question mark. This is absolutely everything for Na'Vi. They need this. They need to come back.
Cover going
You're right. Pressure moment now for Na'Vi. They have a purchase here. They have ults to play with. They have what they need. All the tools are there. And on the other side, Giant X looking ready for mid-pressure. I'm not sure if that's just a good read that they've been going for, or maybe just something they were expecting here, but...
Fatinho's got the op. He's got the flash ready. They're going to use, yeah, the camera as a trap. The flash comes over. The Jet swings with it.
And Na'Vi
And
pulls
the paranoia as well. It would come from this angle.
So they've got a lot ready for this mid-crunch. If that, I don't know if it's just a good read that they've had or something they know that Na'Vi like to do, but for now we are seeing the Na'Vi-esque round for the CS fans out there. Wait for 40 seconds odd and then they might make a go. The Owl drone not going to go deep enough. Oh my God, is this the right read? Perfect made trap could be in play.
I think it scans only Purpo.
I think so. And Hunter's Fury is there.
flash.
There's the high flashes. Artist does get one man, but it's Hoodie who gets everything else rewarded on the other end, but a 3v3. Not out of the woods just yet, but look at the flank coming in. Cloud, not the ideal weapon at all, but he's got the chance on it. The hat of that timing.
30
Outrageous. And now Cloud just coming alive. Giant X with the perfect read, and they are rewarded.
That's just absurd right there. And I thought it was everything falling apart for Giant X because the way Artis moved that middle there, he smoked on the floor at the market entrance, and the flash did not affect him. So he was actually able to dispatch of Purpo easily. This flash comes over, but Artis is in a smoke, so he's protected. But this push here, that changed everything. Hoodie got the 2 stragglers in the back off the flash.
Got to highlight as well, a little, you know, off script, but the observers are absolutely catching everything. I love seeing that from start to end. Beautifully done on the replays. Outstanding. Love getting to watch the full intention of that mid setup, and they've just obviously dismantled that. That was a one-time thing, but Purpo's still going to find Angel. Back to business. Purpo showing off now. That's a follow-up. Artist has fallen. And now, plenty of targets and plenty of chances. Purpo is lapping it up. Hunter's Fury on top. Why not? Where are you going to run? Where are you going to run? Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. 13-8. Giant X crush NAVI.